Thy lips, O my spouse, drop as the honeycomb. Honey and milk are under thy tongue, and the smell of thy garments is like the smell of Lebanon. Song of Solomon 4:11. Beloved, hear this. Thy lips, O my spouse, drop as the honeycomb. See here the silent promise that your very speech is a fountain of sweetness. When you revise the harsh report on the telephone, when you refuse to swallow the bilge and instead taste for yourself only honey and milk, you are speaking as the spouse. Every word you utter becomes the dripping honeycomb of your own imagination, a living testimony that imagining creates reality. Under thy tongue are honey and milk. This is no mere metaphor. It is the feast you carry within. As each dawn's mail or urgent call presses in, you pause, taste the bitterness, then feed your mind instead the rich nourishment of what you desire. There, in the hidden chamber of your tongue, you keep love's sustenance milk for its gentleness, honey for its triumph, and you draw from its strength to mold your world. And the smell of thy garments is like the smell of Lebanon. Your very being radiates the fragrance of the cedar-scented heart. Lebanon stands for height and majesty, and so your garments, your attitude, your state of consciousness lift others on their way. They sense your unseen work and know that power and love dwell in you. For the spouse is not another. It is the Christ self within, the I am that creates all things. Thus test yourself. Do your lips drop honey, or do they utter fear? Do you feed yourself on the milk of doubt, or on the milk of assurance that all things are possible to God? Let your garments be redolent of that inner revision, that radical change of attitude, so that every step you take perfumes the world with victory. In this awakening, you prove that the kingdom is within, and what you speak, you live, and what you live, you manifest. This verse paints a portrait of an inward state in which your consciousness is brimming with sweetness and nourishment. Lips dropping honeycomb describes a mind so filled with loving, affirmative thoughts that its very utterances become sweet, life-giving. The milk under the tongue shows an intuitive, motherly wisdom waiting to be expressed. The smell of garments like Lebanon signals the subtle aura of your prevailing mood radiating out and coloring every encounter. Every quality of your inner state, thoughts, feelings, assumptions, issues forth like scent or speech and shapes its outer counterpart. Sweet words, thought forms, drip into the creative field and call back experiences matching their flavor. Beneath the surface, the mind's milk of unspoken truth fertilizes unseen patterns, ripening them into physical facts. The world around you then rearranges to mirror the aroma of your assumptions, just as cedar forests scent the air. Imagine that within this poetic imagery, you hold a divine prerogative to guide the very currents of your consciousness. You possess the absolute power to invite and sustain those sweet, nourishing states, whether they flourish as words, thoughts, or feelings, that irresistibly magnetize harmony into your experience. As you awaken to the truth that this honeycomb flow springs from your own being, you naturally reclaim your role as creator rather than settling into victimhood. From the moment you speak a single syllable to the softest whisper within, each expression becomes a sacred decree embraced and attended by universal intelligence. When you first awaken, replay any troubling headlines from the day before and gently transform them into honeyed alternatives. Speak and imagine only the outcomes you desire, letting your mind's lips drip with possibility. As the hours unfold, whenever criticism or fear rises in your words, pause to swallow the bitter expression and consciously replace it with its sweet reversal, tasting the milk of calm assurance beneath. Carry within yourself a sense of forest-like serenity, drawing on the stabilizing essence of Lebanon cedar. Breathe it in with awareness and breathe it out, allowing your presence to perfume every environment. By sweetening your inner speech, embodying nourishing wisdom, and radiating your chosen aroma, you enact the alchemy of creation and watch your world shift to match.